God, I was trying to sit here and enjoy my hot chocolate, but fine. We'll get into this. Welcome to Discover Fort Monroe. Today, we're at Firehouse Coffee, one of the amazing businesses here at Fort Monroe in a historic building. Let's go chat with the owners and learn more about them and their business here.
Patrick Jakowski, Matthew.
We are the owners of Firehouse Coffee.
How did you guys meet?
2 doors down.
Yeah, we're neighbors.
Since we were like 5.
I technically don't remember the first time. Like, I was really young, but I'm sure we're probably just playing outside or something like that. And back in those days, it would be outside fun.
Yeah, just somebody would knock on each other's door every day.
Yeah.
His pops used to whistle when it was time to end the day.
Mm-hmm.
And we just do that repeatedly for the last 20 years. It was pretty wild.
That's incredible. How long have you guys been the owners of Firehouse Coffee?
2 years, big 2.
Yeah, a little over
Big
2 now. Yeah.
And how did you guys come to own Firehouse Coffee?
We both quit our jobs, and we were living together at the time, and took some months off to think. I was taking a trip out to California. They previously used to be closed on Mondays, and before I headed to the airport, I stopped in here. The Minion Power worker was walking in, so I thought they were open. So I walked in behind him, and long story short, I ended up getting in a long conversation with the previous owner, and they said they were selling. So I said, if you're serious, once I get there, I'll book a return flight back in 2 weeks, and we'll sit down and see about purchasing. 2 weeks later, come back. 4 months later, fast forward, we signed the paperwork on my 25th birthday, and we haven't stopped since.
What do you enjoy about being in a historic building?
I enjoy the looks on people's faces when they walk in and they're like, wow, this is so old, this is cool, or getting to tell them the history behind it. That's cool about this.
Before they even order, they'll just like walk around and just look around at everything. And then there's a lot of history buffs, a lot of tourists, a lot of people from all over. And there's a lot of different reactions. It's cool.
What has been your biggest challenge with Firehouse Coffee?
Hurdles we had to deal with the health department as well with our bathroom and with the historic building aspect. We got shut down for 2 weeks and then limited to carry out only for like a month, which that was like very tough. And then just getting answers in general or finding the right people to speak with. That was probably biggest hurdle as one thing.
I'm gonna go more personal and say self-doubt, because you almost don't even believe it. Am I really supposed to be doing this? Is this for me? But just dive in, and here we are. So that's the biggest hurdle.
There's smaller hurdles like day to day, like maybe something breaks, or just trying to think outside the box with the historic building aspect of like hanging stuff up or placing stuff in area, rearranging. But we've been pretty fortunate so far to not have to deal with anything that has like knocked us completely down. And we just keep getting back up.
Yeah.
I would say like when we first took over, like marketing and people knowing about Fort Monroe, like a lot of people didn't know where we were at, or if the fort was still active, or if they were allowed to come on, or still to this day. I mean, that was 10 years from the date. And walking, I remember going into like Ace Hardware or something and just hearing 2 random people talk about Fort Monroe, and then one's like, no, it's still active.
Yeah.
And it's like, got to step in now and tell them, no, it's not, So, be a promoter.
Staffing is difficult. It's hard to get people who really buy into the vision or fit. There's great people come and go, but people that really are aligned in the same way we are, and the ways of thinking to really make this thing blow up.
Yeah. I mean, but that you'll probably hear that answer from like many restaurant owners, or I think that's overall just a hard thing.
Why is Fort Monroe special to you guys?
A lot of reasons. Mainly just growing up here. When it was still a base, we used to come swim, go to the bowling alley, dive, picnic, anything. We spent time here.
Going to the pier. My parents and family had some retirement parties. Dad proposed to my mom here. Grandmother used to work at the Chamberlain. Uncle retired here, and my grandfather retired here. But like you said, like they would take us down here and just like we'd do something.
Something fun.
Yeah, most of every day in the summer.
And what's your favorite part about operating a business here in Fort Monroe?
The views, like being close to the water, like seeing all, like I don't know, it just feels like a very homey place for us.
Yeah.
Definitely the area.
The hometown comfort, it's quiet, but also since there are tourists, we get to see like a diverse group of people walk in. Like, we'll have 4 different languages in the coffee shop at one time. It's really cool to see.
That's awesome. And in the past 2 years, have you guys have each of you had a favorite moment?
Seeing this guy over
Yeah, I
there.
get to work with my best friend. I was gonna say the same thing. That's great.
We were worried. We were so worried about certain things that like we don't even think about anymore. You know, and like some of them are just, we're sitting out in the garage like watching a hurricane hit or something.
Told you this was good.
We got the snow. Snow happened so far.
Snow was cool.
The year anniversary was cool because we hit a year. You
Mhm.
know, we've had a couple mascots come by. We did
Yeah,
different
the
videos.
pilot stuff was cool.
HU.
Seeing we had a commercial play at a basketball game for HU up on the jumbotron or whatever you call it. That was really cool to see.
We finally got some savings accounts started this year.
Yeah.
So that was cool. That was a goal. The Weasel Finch.
Collaboration. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot. Yeah. There's piles on. Come check us out. You know.
Mm-hmm.
We've got secret chicken salad recipe, honey from our own bees,
Yeah.
ice cream for the kids, huge, like, big scoops. Yeah.
7 to 4 every day, except Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Well, I'll admit, I'm glad you interrupted me while I was trying to sit and enjoy a hot drink at one of my favorite businesses here at Fort Monroe. Now, what a great time getting to meet the owners, learn more about them, their memories at Fort Monroe, and their business, Firehouse Coffee. They're open every day of the week, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Make sure to stop in for a hot drink and a nice lunch. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna finish my drink. And thank you for watching Discover Fort Monroe. Make sure to follow our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can join me in the next one.